Hey guys, today we are going to check out the guitars that companies are releasing for 2024 already. Let's get to it. Alright guys, and first up we are going to do Ibanez's offerings for this year. First off we have their impossibly crazy naming scheme, RGT1270PB. It's a premium, so we're not looking at Japanese models right now. But a lot of the premiums and the Indonesian models are getting better and better. I have a couple Indonesian guitars and they play amazingly, so no complaints here. But you know, if you are looking for prestiges, I don't think they have any out yet. I think they'll come probably in like the second half of the year. Seems to kind of be par for the course right now. These companies are only doing like somewhat drops right now, so I guess this new one is new for the year. I personally love the black mother of pearl inlays. Those look dope. There's a black and a blue version. I would get the blue if I was gonna pick something, but I'm never really a fan of like that poplar burl top. And then at the same time, can we stop cutting off the forearm cut? I understand sometimes it's hard to like, as I've been told by builders, it's hard to get that like forearm bevel with the top you have, but let's just stop taking that off. I personally think that looks stupid. If I wanted a guitar, I want it with like a full figured top, not like I don't need it to necessarily be a cap or anything, but I do want it to be like an actual top and not just like a forearm cut missing, which I don't know. I think the forearm cut missing is just stupid. This first one, all the pretty, you know, typical specs from Ibanez. It's neck through, Wizard 3, 24 frets, stainless steel frets, which is always dope to see. Edge bridge, so you know it's got a trem. Air Norton, True Velvet, Tone Zone, basic pickup switching stuff. Let's check out some of the other ones. Looks like the same asking, but just hardtail. Let's check here. The Air Norton, Tone Zone, and the bridge. So same thing. I think the red actually looks better than the blue, honestly. Would I get either of these? No, but this reminds me of old like first run RG premiums, which is pretty dope. Not my cup of tea though. We're looking at some baseline ones in the Tokyo Midnight. I like the purple. It looks cool. It's like a purpley fade. And then you got your seafoam green. Pretty standard Ibanez guitars. What pickups are they? They're the Quantums. So I have a pair of Quantum pickups in my Ibanez Quest. I think that's the first, like the Q pickups were the first ones that they came in. And those are solid pickups now. So if like that's Ibanez's base level pickups, everyone has a good set of pickups now. And then same thing. Just seems to be the hardtail version, Quantums. So you're good on that. Seems to be this is just a little more of a, like, not to say higher end version, but just like a more unique version with a floating trem. Quantums again. 02 bridge. Nothing crazy, honestly, from Ibanez this year. Walnut version. Just different versions of that guitar, which I kind of like this blue. That's a dope blue. I like the binding on it. I just wish they would have painted that headstock. That's the one thing with Ibanez. I wish the headstocks matched the bodies. And I know that the AZs are like the big focus. I like this guitar a lot. This new AZ in the Twilight Blue Burst. The headstock pisses me off. If this headstock was painted, 100% would love the headstock. Would love this guitar, but the headstock's not painted, so like honestly it's a big pass for me. Aesthetically, I really want that headstock painted. The S's, I've been looking at S's for a long time. I do like this. Just not something I would probably go after. If I was gonna get an S, it would be like a 7 or 8 string, just because I like how thin the bodies are. Icemen's are cool that they're back. I do like this blue. And I like this variation where it's kind of like that antique burst. super 80s, so it's definitely 80s branded, you know what I mean? Like, it's trying to harken back to like what was with Ibanez. It was like one of their first original shapes. This Violin Sunburst is pretty cool too. Hollow bodies, sick. I'm not gonna go over those because honestly, unless a company sends me one, I'm probably not gonna play it. Bases. This is where Ibanez, I think, makes up a lot of ground with stuff. I know it's like a anniversary or something about bases right now, but their base department's fucking killing it. The headless bases look sweet. Honestly, with all these ones, I'm not a bass player, but even the SRs are looking cool. Multi-scale BTBs. This white one is dope. I'm not going to go into any of it because I'm not a bassist, so we'll just skip all of those, but they are looking sick. Acoustics. I've thought about picking up one of these FRH10s, like the Tim Henson, but like off-brand. Not to say off-brand, but like not signature one. These are looking pretty sick. That's the basic brown one. That's the natural one. This is the metallic blue flake, which looks sick, but I'd probably grab the pink one just because fuck it, why not? Acoustics, not really a fan of acoustics, and we're just gonna skip the rest of that for now because I'm not gonna check into any of that. Ibanez isn't showing me anything right now that impresses me. I'm a big fan of the headless guitar that I have bought from them, the Ibanez Q7PBX or something, whatever the hell it is. But right now, Ibanez isn't showing me anything, at least in this first half of the year, that is impressive. Next, we got ESP LTD. That looks cool. Not the biggest fan of that, but it looks cool. I like the color scheme. This one looks pretty sick. Not a fan of like the black burst on it though. This one is catching my eye right off the bat. Little pricey, about 1,700. Probably not gonna pay that. But I like this sandblasted finish here. Ooh, that was nice. I like this sandblasted finish and the burst, which is sick. Fishmans are always cool. I wish, once again, and I guess it's because this guitar has a black pickguard that the headstock doesn't bother me so much. But I wish that the headstock did match the body. That would be a huge thing for me. But you can play all the chugs and everything on this, which is pretty sick. It's a baritone. It's got scalloped frets, it looks like, which I know they made a regular black version of this, but this one looks pretty dope as well. 27, bolt-on, swamp ash, roasted maple, ebony, stainless steel frets, scallop between 17 to 24. Locking tuners, hip shot, 7-string, Fishman Fluence moderns, all the basic stuff. But that's a dope one. So that one caught my eye right off the bat, honestly. Let's see if anything else catches. The 87s, those are all right. I do like the neck pickup, just having the neck pickup there in a single rather than a humbucker. I do like that. That is an aesthetic that I like. Sometimes it gets wonky on 7s. Ooh, this is cool. It's got pickup rings. Ugh. For me, that's not a thing for me. I'm not a big fan of that. Stainless again, extra thin U, which is kind of cool. Evertune model. I've never played an Evertune before. I would like to. We'll see if any models come across that have an Evertune for me to try out. 27-inch, like I said, Fishmans. It's a sick guitar for sure. I'm just not a fan of the pickup rings. Those really bother me for some reason. Oh, these are cool. This is like their version of just trying to get like the Gibson Melody Makers, right? The single, just one pickup workhorse guitars. Ooh, there we go. Oh yeah, okay. So here's some other versions of those. Baritone Evertune single cut 7. That's pretty sick. The black and gold's always cool. Guitars from Mastodon, right? This is his new signature. I've been here, yeah, Bill Keller. So these are pretty sick. Probably nothing I would end up picking up. Like I said, if someone sent it to me, maybe I'd try it out, but it's not really my cup of tea. The H3s, these are always sick. I love the body design. I like the Majesties first and foremost, and the body design on these always are sick. Big fan of this body. I just wish that they made some in like some dope colors for me, but yeah, extra thin U, 24 jumbo stainless. Floyd 1000, so you're looking at solid stuff. Duncan, ESP exclusives. It seems like that's what they're going for a lot this year. It's just making sure that like all these are like ESP exclusive pickups. Oh, here's their version, just to give it like an EC 1000 type deluxe like type of thing. Which, like, to be fair, I don't know many people who use more than the bridge pickup. This could get you through a solid show. One bridge pickup, I'm assuming it's a hot output pickup because they're trying to, you know, go after that EC 1000 with some other stuff to kind of get people away and just have some kind of like solid workhorse. You could play most shows with that. Thin U. Yeah, the Duncan Custom 14, which I've heard is a pretty high output pickup. So they're trying to go after stuff that they can just get alone. 22 jumbo stainless. Most of the songs that I've covered on my channel barely even use the 24th fret. So that's what it is. Ooh, this is cool. So this is like a sick Jaguar. Sandblasted again, black. They'll probably come out with a Fire Blast one like they did with the SNs. Thin U, 22 stainless, Fishman open core. Interesting that they threw the open core in there, not the Duncan like they have in the other ones. This is sick. Phoenix 1001 Deluxe. Back again with that Seymour Duncan Custom 14. Thin U, 24 stainless, 25.5, or 22 stainless. Everything is looking pretty solid. I mean, ESP this year for sure has more guitars that I'm looking at right now than Ibanez, and Ibanez is usually a tried and true for me. ESP just, I'm not gonna say knock it out of the park because they're kind of doing the same thing. I will say that ESP just has, once again, more variety in their lineup right now because they did a pretty big drop where Ibanez did a pretty small one. And the last company we're going to check out is Schecter. So with Schecter here, I saw that this dropped today, which is the reason why I started to make this video. I am a huge fan of Aaron Marshall and intervals. This thing looks sick. I love the look of this. I love how it's just this like solid blue, roasted maple neck. Let's see here. It's Aaron Marshall's pickups, Solstice and Equinox. 24 stainless steel, and you know it's Aaron Marshall, so that you know they're not using crap thin C, which is always kind of like Aaron's thing. He likes thinner necks. Roasted maple, carbon fiber. So shit's looking dope on this. I really like this guitar. Will I get one? We'll see what happens. John Brown's new 6, 7, and 8s. I like this color better than the purple. I am more of a blue guy than a purple guy. I do love purple. But same specs as his old stuff. 4 bolt-on ultra access with the thin, ultra thin U. Graphtech, Hipshot, Schecter, Chaos Breaker, and Colossus. 3-way switch. So it's nothing crazy. Is there push-pull on this? It'll say, right? Yeah, push-pull. And a dependent toggle, 3-way toggle. So you basically bare bones guitar, but it works. It gets the job done. 6, 7, and 8. The guys from Glassjaw, 1993. That's kind of one of the reasons I would like this guitar. 24 fret, 1993. Just basically a pretty solid standard guitar. Floating bridge, or half floating, I guess. I would probably just take the tone knob out because who gives a shit about the tone knob? pretty decently priced too at 1300. That's not bad at all. That's a pretty solid 6-string. I don't like the selector being up there, but to be fair, I barely use it anyways unless I'm trying to write a solo and I want that bubbly stuff. Vintage C, thicker neck, not going to be what I'm looking for. 24 extra jumbo, and it doesn't say stainless, so you know they're going with nickel frets on that. Hard rock maple, Schecter Apocalypse pickups, which are solid pickups. Swamp ash body, we can kind of just tell it's a gloss body. Regular maple neck, so it's kind of like those old PTs that they used to make, but like in a Strat with just a couple more accoutrements. Next we have the Schecter KM7 MK3 artist. Ooh, that's a really $2,200 for this. It's a tough bet for me because like it's a beautiful looking guitar. With the Lundgrens, just from what I can see, the hip shot Ibby replacement. The headstock matches the body, which is dope. Toggle and then 3-way switch, and I'm assuming that's going to be just a regular pickup selector or volume knob. Hip shot ebony 9-piece Wenge maple purple heart with 2 carbon fiber, offset aluminum circles, luminolite glow in the dark, 26.5, ultra thin C, which I love ultra thin Cs. That's like my bread and butter right there. 24 extra jumbo stainless steel, 12 to 16 compound radius. Like, I mean, this is the guitar that they brought everything out, but I don't know if I would pay $2,200 for it, honestly. Poplar Burl. I'm not a huge fan of Poplar Burl. Lundgren M7s, which are super solid pickups. I've got to play one or two guitars that had the M8s in them before. Do I hate the look of this guitar? Let's start with that, because I've seen a lot of people online bitch about this guitar. Yes, I don't like the look of this guitar. Was the MGK Telly an amazing guitar? Honestly, yeah, it was a fucking great guitar. Just the fact that it was like MGK on it was like the only drawback. I'm not a fan of his music. That doesn't mean you can't be. Would I buy this guitar? Absolutely not. Is it gonna play solidly? I can tell you it's gonna play solidly. I don't even have to play this to know that it's gonna be a super solid guitar. It's Schecter. Schecter always makes really nice guitars, especially at this price point, $1,500. I don't think they're gonna sell any, or that well. I could see certain bands having this, like some of those like themed bands where it's like vampire themed or like gothic themed. I could see them having some of this and like painting it red or something like that, because like vampires, yada yada. But hey, more props to Schecter for doing something original. There's not really too much in the guitar world right now with people doing anything original. I don't think this is gonna sell well, but that's just from like my perspective and knowing like what a lot of guitar players want. But from the looks of it, I will not lie to you on this. It does look like the thickness of it is gonna look pretty thick. So like it's gonna sound like a Les Paul. You're gonna hate me for saying that, but it's thick like a Les Paul. So it's gonna sound similar to like a Les Paul or something like that. It's not gonna be crazy. It's not gonna be for everybody. It's gonna play great. If I find one at a Guitar Center, I will play it. Thin C, so it's not gonna be a bad playing guitar at all. Glow in the dark, Lumalace, 25.5, 22 extra jumbo. Once again, not stainless steel. Hip shot, so it's solid hardware. Basswood body. It's not going to be mahogany like a Les Paul, but it's still going to play good. I'll probably get fucking hate for that, but it's going to play good. I don't like the inlay, but that's not... This guitar is just not for me. Schecter USA Pasadena Plus. These are great pickups. It looks... Literally, on paper, this is a super solid guitar. It's not anything to sneeze at. Does it look stupid? I think it does, but that's just my opinion. you know, I hope this sells to the moon and they start making crazy other guitars, because who knows, they might come out with a random sheep that you or I like. So keep your mind open to stuff like this. I'm not the biggest MGK fan. I can tell you I've listened to his music and I can't stand it. But this guitar is not for me. This is an artist special for him that they decided to throw in production. And this is going to be something that they're going to try and play and just kind of look at as a company in general and see how it does. They're throwing something at the wall and they're trying to see if it sticks. So will I play one? Like I said, if I see one at a Guitar Center or something, I'll play it. Why not? Why the hell not, right? All right, guys, that is everything for me today on all the new guitars that I've seen come out for 2024, stuff that I might be interested in. Those are 3 of the brands that I play and I actually do like. So keep in mind when new stuff comes out, I may or might not take a look at it, but we'll see what happens depending on if I like it enough to talk about it. You know, keep an open mind to guitars, man. It's guitar. It's all about having fun. So if you like something, see it, shout it out, let me know. Tell me what guitar you want to get in those comments below. Okay, guys? Like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification for me, and I'll catch you next time.